Well, hey guys, what's going on? Jamie here. Wanted to do another group update video for you guys. We'll go over these different platforms, what's going on, some updates, current thoughts, what I think is going to happen in the future, all of that stuff. Of course, it goes without saying that I am not a financial advisor. You should do your own due diligence and your own research. If you're going to get into anything in the crypto space, especially some of the platforms that I talk about, make sure you're only putting in risk capital, guys. All these platforms, in one way or another, carry risk. Some carry high risk, some carry low risk, but make no mistake about it, they're all risky. Okay, so only put in funds you can afford to lose. Also, follow me on Telegram. I will leave a link for that down below in the link tree. And if you haven't subscribed yet to this channel, hit subscribe, hit the little bell icon so you'll get notified straight away whenever I do a brand new video. So let's go ahead and jump right into it, guys. You can see here the market doing okay, a lot better than it was a couple of weeks ago, but we're still seeing a little bit of red here. But yeah, BNB, getting close to that $300 mark. I'm not going to complain. Bitcoin back up over 20,000, definitely not complaining. And Ethereum back over 1,000. So we'll see what happens here. But again, as I always say, whether the market's going up, whether it's down, whether it's trending sideways, you got to find ways to make gains and make money in this in this time, because I think the window of time in DeFi to make crazy money isn't going to be a big window. Okay, it's going to be a short window, because once regulation starts and all this other stuff, it's going to change the landscape of how these platforms work. So right now, while we're in this little window, now is the time to get as much as you can. Okay, at least that's my outlook. You might have a different outlook, but anyway, we'll talk about that on another video. Let's talk about Drip, guys. Drip right now sitting at $7.24. This was at $9 and change, just about a day and a half or 2 days ago. Forex got on an AMA yesterday. Obviously, as you guys know, um, typically when Forex does an AMA, the price does pump a little bit. In this case, it pumped a little bit. People started to lock in profits. And I can't be mad at that, because people are gonna lock in profits. That's the name of the game. But yeah, there's a lot going on as far as the AMA is concerned. If you want to watch the replay, I posted it on my channel. You can go ahead and check that out. I believe it's the video right before this one. It's like a two hour long AMA. So you can watch it in bits and pieces, or if you're driving somewhere or doing something, you want to have it playing in the background. But there's a lot he puts out there. I know one of the things that I posted over on our Telegram is after the Scratchy game is launched. I believe the next project that he's going to start working on is lending, because that's going to be pretty interesting there. So anyway, while all that stuff is happening, while these different parts of the ecosystem are getting put in place, um, and we're making money from, what you want to do is you want to get you a position inside of the faucet and start earning that 1% a day, guys. Okay, that 1% a day until you hit 365%. That this basic, I don't want to say basic because there's a lot of there's a lot to it. But this contract right here that's been running for a year has made a lot of people a lot of money, guys, myself included. I mean, it's been pretty insane. Anyway, Drip Garden still. I didn't even pull up the Drip Garden here, but Drip Garden still doing its thing. If you want to check that out, one thing I did post over on our Telegram. Let me grab that real quick. Or you know what? Let me show it. Let me show it. Let me go to our Telegram. Okay. Oops. Wait a minute. Give me 1 second here, guys. Okay. So let's go over to the Drip Garden. By the way, let's take a quick look at the Pigpen. Pigpen right now, 16.5 million TVL inside of the Pigpen. This one here just kicks out BUSD, not at a rapid aggressive rate. It kind of drips BUSD, but it's it's BUSD, right? Piggy Bank still doing its thing. I'm gonna start doing like standalone videos for Piggy Bank, because I think I don't give it, I don't, I don't give it enough respect. Even though you can see here, this thing is printing like mad. I got to put more respect on Piggy Bank's name and start doing some standalone videos for Piggy Bank, because it is doing some big things here. And I think once the whole ecosystem starts to mature a little bit and some of these projects get launched, a lot of these existing contracts that we're in are going to take off. Drip Garden, Drip Garden just doing its thing, right? It's just doing its thing. Now, here's the thing that I wanted to show you. You go over to our Telegram. I posted this yesterday, but there is where is it? Here it is. So there's going to be a game. Okay, there's going to be a 3D viewer game. It's the first ever 3D viewer game for the Drip Garden. You dive into a 3D environment to see your plants growing in real time. There is still some work to finalize the project, but we are proud to announce that the launch is scheduled for August 15th, which is in 2 weeks. Also, the website is coming soon with a marvelous interface that will make you want to use this 3D viewer. I hope you will enjoy this trailer and all the work that we have made since the last few months. So here's the trailer. Here it is right here. It looks pretty badass. It's just another, it's a game that they put on top of the garden just to kind of gamify it. I think it's pretty cool. So again, this isn't Forex's project. This is one of Forex's projects. I think it's a third party Alien Games. I don't think Forex has anything to do with them, but I think they built it on top of the Drip Garden, so that's pretty awesome. But yeah, you can see here, pretty cool. It's like a 2 minute, I think it's like a 2 minute preview video. You can check it out over on our Telegram. Pretty badass. All right, anyway, that's what's going on with the Drip ecosystem. Okay, Drip still proving to be the very best passive income platform in the space, period. If you want to check this out, I will leave my buddy address down below. It's still early days, man. I really believe it's still early days to get into the Drip faucet. Because again, if you listen to that AMA, Forex is talking about his plans 2 years, 3 years down the road. I mean, I love when developers talk about plans for 2 and 3 years down the road because they're forward thinking. They're thinking about what's next, and they're not sitting back on their laurels. That's when a platform starts to move backwards. Is when a dev starts. It's when a dev stops innovating and they stop evolving. Forex has shown that he's still grinding, right? So that's a great thing for us. All right, let me talk about IX Global, guys. IX Global. Let me go to the Debtbox. Now, real quick, the licenses for the Debtbox. They are going to be going up in price tomorrow. Okay, there was a post over on their Facebook group. Tomorrow, I think each license is going to be going up by $250 because again, the way this works is as more and more people buy these licenses, the cost goes up. Okay, that's why if you buy a digital, well, you can't buy black gold a license anymore because they're sold out. But if you were going to buy a black gold license, if you were going to buy it retail directly from the Debtbox, it was like $50,000, something like that, some crazy number, right? As opposed to $6,000 in the IX Global back office, right? Now, that being said, it still goes up. It just doesn't go up as much if you were to buy it retail, even at the wholesale prices that we're getting these licenses, they do go up over time. That's why you want to get them as early as you can. So starting tomorrow, as I'm making this video, August 1st, which is tomorrow, the price of the licenses do go up. I believe all of them across the board will go up $250. At least that's what I heard. So we'll see. Here you can see today's prices: black gold up 5.22%, digital link gold. Here's the debt token, a little bit down. NatG is down almost 10%. Grow is up 11%. Explore 0.64% up. I don't really look at this, guys, to be honest. I don't look at this. I don't look at what it's doing on every 24 hours because again, we're so early in the game, guys. There's not even any liquidity on PancakeSwap for NatG or Grow or Explore. Yes, there's liquidity for the debt token and for black gold, but most of these, we're so early in the game with all these tokens that the price is going to be everywhere. It's going to be super volatile. That's why trading this is going to be like it doesn't make any sense to trade this, right now we're in the accumulation phase. My goal is just to accumulate as many tokens as I can, so when it does take off, right, again, we don't know if it's going to take off, not guaranteed, but if it does what black gold does, if and when it takes off, we have a lot of tokens. Okay, so again, I'm not worried about the price right now. All I'm looking to do is grow this right here. I have 4 licenses now. I bought 2 yesterday. Now, out of the 4 licenses, I think one has been paying me for a couple days. One of them just started paying me, and 2 of them haven't even started kicking out rewards. I believe tonight, 8 p.m. Mountain Time, is when it starts kicking out rewards. So when you buy a license, it doesn't start kicking out rewards right there and then. The very next day, 8 p.m. Mountain Time, that's when it starts kicking out rewards. So for me, I'm just looking to accumulate as many of these tokens as I can. Right. So right now I have 230,000. Once my other two nodes start kicking out rewards, this will start doubling. And I'm still gonna I might even buy another NatG license today before the price goes up. Kind of weighing out whether I should get a NatG or if I should start buying aluminum, because that's another one which I think down the road is going to be pretty big. But yeah, you can see here we're just mining away. So even though it's down 10% in the last 24 hours, over the last 8 weeks, it's still up 380%. And again, we haven't even started yet. Okay, this thing hasn't even started yet. So again, if you want to get your licenses, now would be the time. All right. So yeah, that's my update for IX Global and the Debtbox licenses. Let's take a quick look at Avarice. Avarice, the other day I made a video, but the screen wasn't showing. I don't know what happened there. So I took that video down. But in that video, I withdrew my dividends on the BNB side, withdrew my dividends on the BUSD side. And again, this thing still is kicking out dividends. It's just about playing the long game at this point, right? I don't think we're at the beginning of this thing where they were paying out 40, not they, it's not like they had control of it, but the platform was paying out 40% a day on stakes, 30% a day. So again, early on, first 2 days, 3 days, 4 days, with the BNB side, it was like for the first week, it was kicking out like double-digit percent a day on stakes. Now we're at a point where I think it's kicking out anywhere from 1 to 3%. I think the other day, though, I kicked out 20%. That's what I saw in the chat. But again, I wasn't really paying attention. But on average, it's like 1 to 3% a day, which by other platform standards is still pretty aggressive, right? It's just that we got spoiled a little bit with Avarice, where we were used to the 30% a day, 40% a day payouts. So, right now it's just about playing the long game. That's what I'm doing. Okay, I'm still playing the long game with this. I'm just restaking my tokens. Like this is the BNB. So I have about almost half a BNB there. I'm going to go ahead and collect that. And more so, I'm more interested not so much in the half BNB. I'm more interested in the 45,000 tokens that get put back into my wallet so that I can restake them. Okay. In the next 2 days, I should have, I don't know, this might be about 2 BNB. So now I have these tokens right here that I can restake, because what else am I going to do with them? I can't just let them sit in my wallet. I can't sell them anywhere. Not that I would. So I'm just going to restake them. Okay. And then get, my 1%, 2% a day, whatever it is. Let me see here. I think I pressed it twice. Anyway, yeah. So there it is. It's staked. Let's check out the BUSD side. Again, I have a couple of divs here. Not too much. Again, I'm more interested not so much in the divs, but these tokens that I can restake. So I got about what was that, $8. This one's gonna be nice. This one here is in the next, I don't know, 2 days. In the next 2 days, I'll get, this will probably be about $1,000 that I'll get, $1,000 worth of BUSD that I'll be able to collect. But I want these tokens so that I can restake them. So let me go ahead and do that. Again, on the BUSD side, they have a little bit different feature here where you can actually auto enter your divs back into the lobby for a 10% bonus. If you want to do that, you can. Totally up to you. Okay. Then I'm going to collect this one. And I'll just restake those tokens. So again, me personally, I'm playing the long game with Avarice. The team is still intact. They're doing their thing. They're very transparent. It's not like the team is disappearing or anything like that. So the platform itself is working, right? The lobby is working, the staking is working, the dividends is working. On the BUSD side, the lending is working. Everything is working fine. It's just that if the lobbies are a little bit low, the dividends get a little bit low. And again, people are spoiled because, with 1%, 2%, 3% a day dividends, they're like, oh man, I want the 40% that it was paying out at the beginning. And that's just not happening. So anyway, still doing our thing here. Again, I'll keep you guys updated with Avarice as we move forward. But again, it's a working platform. It's kicking out BNB and BUSD. And what else can you ask for in this type of market, except for a working platform with a team that is doing their best and, has the best intentions at heart. So anyway, if you want to check out Avarice, I will leave a link down below in the link tree. Let's take a quick look at BNB Minor. This one here closing in on 500 days that it's been running, which is pretty crazy. Even though the contract has dropped significantly, you can see here it's at 6,500 BNB. 6,500 BNB. It's still pretty impressive that this thing has been running this long. It really is. So here again, the way this works is you hyper compound. If you're withdrawing out, your TVL will drop, so your daily percentage will drop. But if you want to lock in profits, you can. For me, Sundays is the day that I go ahead and withdraw. Right, so I'm going to go ahead and withdraw my 2.17 BNB. So yeah, I'll keep you guys posted on how this thing progresses if the contract continues to drop. Again, we've seen the contract drop before, then level off, and then have another spike. Will that happen again? I don't know. You never know. It all really depends on the community and what they want to do with this. But so far, so good. We'll keep you guys up to date with what's happening there. Let's take a quick look at NovaTech. So NovaTech right here doing its thing. You can see here our team is over 324,000 in volume. We're going to start closing in on that 400,000 team volume mark. The platform itself is working, guys. Now I do want to mention one thing. When they do the payouts on Friday, okay, on Friday morning, depending on where you are in the world. In my neck of the woods, it's around Friday morning to Friday noon. When they start paying out the weekly profits, the website does slow down significantly. Okay, so you can still log in, you can still withdraw, you can still do all that stuff. But I believe if you want to upgrade and throw your balance back into your trading balance for the following week, it does take a little bit longer. So I mean, what you can do is you can just wait till they finish paying that out, maybe later in the day, or do your compound on Sunday, right? I mean, until they get the server the server thing fixed. But the platform is working; it's doing its thing. It pays out every single Friday. The passive payout, this one here has been averaging over 3% a week. Even though we say it averages 3% a week, it's been paying well over 3% a week. And the affiliate payouts get paid out on Saturday. Okay, so again, this thing is a working platform. I do believe it has the potential to be here for quite a while because why not? Like they've sustained for the last 3 years, right? They sustained some serious downturns in the market just in the last couple of months alone, and they've continued to pay. So why not? If they've been able to sustain within the last 3 years, why wouldn't they be able to sustain for the next 3 years? Okay. Now, of course, can't guarantee that. Past performance doesn't equal future results, but I think this one here, it does have the potential to be around for quite a bit. At least that's just my opinion. Anyway, if you want to check this out, I will leave a link down below. So NovaTech has been a platform that it's actually one of my more favorite platforms. I have all these platforms we get paid passive income from, and some I like more than others, even though I'm bullish on all of them. Otherwise, I wouldn't be in them. But this one here, it is one of my favorites outside of drip, of course. But yeah, NovaTech is doing its thing. Funds, you can see here, this is another platform that's been doing well. It averages 3% a week, but over the last couple of weeks, it's been paying out over 3%. And again, the team behind this has a very, very strong track record. They ran a fiat currency platform for 6 years, okay, before they started this crypto one, right? You might say, well, what happened to that platform? Did it go out of business? Did it stop working? What happened? Nothing. They transitioned into this crypto platform. So technically, even though this crypto platform has only been around for a couple of months and it's fairly new, it's technically a 6-year-old 6-year-old operation. If you look at, if you count the fact that the fiat side, the team behind it, was running that one, right? But yeah, this one here has a matrix. It has a passive side as well. This one here has just been doing its thing. And yeah, this is another one that I have in the background, just kicking out profit every single week. Boom, boom, boom. I love having a rounded out portfolio where I do have some projects and platforms that I'm in that are more volatile. Of course, they're more rewarding as well, but they're more volatile, right? And then I have 3 or 4 platforms that are running in the background that are, kicking out 3% a week, which is still aggressive, which it's still like 12% plus a month, but it's like less, quote unquote, less risky, and they're just doing this thing in the background. So yeah, I have a rounded up portfolio. This one here, obviously, you see here I put 10 grand in, and we just been earning on that. And again, the matrix is pretty aggressive. We did a video on that the other day. You can check it out. It's in our channel. So funds doing its thing. Let's talk about NVFX. NVFX, this one here also doing its thing. Let me go over to the Telegram. You can see here. Let me go to their Telegram real quick, because I know they posted something over on their Telegram that was pretty significant. Let me see here. Let me find their Telegram. There it is. Okay. All right. So here's what they posted. Well, first of all, they posted that they just went over $3.5 million in their PAM account, which is pretty awesome. And then they posted this right here. So it says here, attention for those that are new. A lot of people are getting the fees charged confused. Do not DM us about the fees. The broker, which is NVFX. NVFX is the third-party broker. Automated Capital is the PAM account. The broker, which is NVFX, does all the calculations. We can't touch any of this. The fees are combined each week. You can look at what they are by looking at your account history. Performance fee is from the profits. So management fee is 2.5% monthly, split into weekly, which is 0.625%. Again, that's supposed to be a point right there. So 0.625% weekly from the balance and not the profits. Your sponsor should have explained everything. Your sponsor should have explained this to you. We have decided to make this clear. So again, just be aware that this is the fee breakdown. So once you're going through setting up your account and funding it, you should see it in the offer. But just in case you missed it, this is the breakdown for that part. Okay. But yeah, NVFX is doing its thing. It's growing at a rapid pace. For 2 months in a row, it's done over 50. Well, last month was 49.76%. So technically not over 50%, but 49.76% is right there. The month before that, which is June, well, they did 49.76% this month, July, right? In June, they did 57%. So, I mean, what is that? 100, pretty much 107% in the last 2 months alone. Pretty aggressive. Okay. Now, what is it going to do in the month of August? I don't know. Nothing's guaranteed. We're going to find out. But yeah, this one here has been, it's another platform that's just been doing its thing, getting a lot of traction. So yeah, if you want to check out NVFX, I will leave a link down below. Let's talk about Pegasus. This one here, high risk, high reward platform, pays out 1.5% a day until you hit 300%. Once you hit 300%, if you want to continue earning, you got to make a fresh deposit. I haven't hit my 300% yet. I put in 15K. I'm at about 23,000. Once I go ahead and withdraw this $500, which I'm going to do right now, this will be at 23 and change. I'll continue earning on this until I hit 45,000, until I've withdrawn 45,000, I guess, because again, that's 300% of my 15K that I put in. So let me withdraw this $500. Submit. And yeah, this is another one of these platforms that does an instant withdrawal. Okay. An instant withdrawal. So there you go. Oops. Hold on a second. Oh, there it goes. I pressed it twice. So yeah, this one here does its thing. What was I going to say about Pegasus? I mean, I just did an update video. There really hasn't been any changes since I did that update video. Only major thing is they've moved their community chat from Telegram over to Discord. But other than that, it's been working perfectly fine. Withdrawals have been coming in, probably 30 to 60 seconds of when you withdraw, it hits your wallet. And again, the disclaimer here is only put in what you can afford to lose because these platforms pay until they stop paying. Okay. But Pegasus, can't complain here. You can see we're well in the black, well into profit. The key with these platforms is get in early as you can and then try to pull out your seed capital. Once you do that, you're risk free, and now it's just pure profit moving forward. So yeah, Pegasus is doing its thing. Let's talk about Polynor, which Polynor reminds me a lot like of Pegasus because it's an instant withdrawal platform as well. Except for this one here, you don't make 1.5%, you make 1.4 all the way up to 2.4% a day, depending on your deposit. I put in 10K in this, so I'm getting 1.6%. And it's another instant withdrawal platform. Matter of fact, let me grab my Bitcoin wallet address. Okay, give me 1 second here, guys. All right, so let me just copy and paste this. Go to withdrawals. I think I have like almost $400 of BTC to withdraw. What I got? 0.015331. Your address right here and confirm. And then there you have it. It's a success. A request for withdrawal of funds created and sent to processing. Within 60 seconds, it hits my wallet. So yeah, this is another instant withdrawal platform. And again, this one here, unlike Pegasus, which pays you up to 300%, right? You earn on Pegasus until you hit 300% of your deposit, then you got to make a fresh deposit. This one here pays you perpetually. You don't have to put in another deposit because it pays you perpetually. So essentially, if I go to go to my account real quick, you can see here I put in 10K, right? I've withdrawn almost 4K already. At some point, I'll knock on wood, if everything works out, at some point I'll withdraw out the 10K that I put in, and then it's perpetual. So it'll pay me until however long this platform runs, right? It'll pay me 1.6% of 10K, even if I hit past 300%. If it runs that long, I don't know. But again, it pays you perpetually, unlike Pegasus, which pays you until you hit 300%. So if you want to check this out, again, enter at your own risk. These platforms pay until they stop paying, so only put in risk capital. But this one here has been working very, very smooth. Let's talk about Validus. Validus here, this is another platform. This one pays out about 10% a month, give or take, an average of 10 to 12% a month. I have multiple positions in the platform. This is one of them. I have a couple of positions that I've put in a $5,000 package for. Why did I do that? Because I wanted to enter the matrix and because of the way the binary is structured. But if you want to be passive about this, you can simply go ahead and purchase a package. You'll earn about 10% a month, give or take. The last two passive payouts were about 2.3%. Tomorrow is when we get the passive payouts. It pays out on Monday. Okay, so tomorrow we'll get our passive payout on our packages. But again, it's pretty easy to navigate through this. The wallets are pretty easy to move through. I've done a couple of videos on how to do withdrawals already. If you're a network marketer, if you have the ability to build teams, this one has a very strong compensation plan that if you enter the matrix, I mean, the matrix is insane. If you max out the matrix, nobody's maxed out the matrix yet, but if you max out the matrix, it's $700,000 a day that you'll earn from that, which is insane, right? I mean, you're never going to get to that point. I'm never going to get to that point. I don't think there's anybody in the company that's doing that right now, but that's the potential when you fill out the matrix. But I always, my thought process is, forget about 700,000 a day, right? It's possible, but it's not probable that we're going to get there. But what if we just get to 1,000 a day, right? Or 2,000 a day, right? 30,000 a month, 60,000 a month from the matrix on top of the passive side. Hey, you know what? every 30,000 and 60,000 helps, right? A month. So yeah, this one here, again, this is another platform that I have in my portfolio. I believe this one here has the potential to be around for quite a while. But again, that's just me purely speculating here. If you want to check out Validus, I will leave a link down below. Very easy, to use. You purchase a package. Package starts kicking out weekly profits. If you want to build a team, you can. And yeah, they just instituted their Validus wallet. So again, you have the option to use coin payments or their very own Validus wallet. So they've created their own wallet. So they're doing things. They're doing things. But yeah, check this out. If you want to, get in, now's the time to get in, to get positioned in the binary. So, use the link down below and get positioned inside of the binary. Let's talk about Bonanza Global. This one here, they just did a migration to their new back office. For most people, I think the back office is working fine. However, for some people, I think there's still it's still a little bit glitchy in the sense that their numbers aren't populating properly inside of the back office. Like you can see here, I have a $10,000 package. This pays out 10% a month. But if I go to my dashboard, the numbers aren't really populating yet. So I'm just going to give it a little time. I'm going to be patient. They'll get it fixed on their end. As long as the rewards are getting kicked out to my wallet, I'm good to go, right? All of this, these numbers not populating yet and all that other, and some of these numbers being a little bit off, I'll let them work on their end. They'll fix it because again, they're migrating their whole database to a brand new back office. It's not an easy job. So I'll be a little bit patient, but other than that, the platform is working. Cool thing about Bonanza is they do have an 80% money back guarantee, meaning that if you put a deposit in, if you want to get out, no questions asked, they'll give you 80% of your deposit back, right? God forbid you have a death in the family, they'll give you 100% of your deposit back if you can provide them a death certificate. But again, even at 80%, pretty awesome. You have that option to pull out if you need to, or you can just continue to earn, right? Because I think they're setting this up to be a long-term platform. That's why they have a physical office. That's where they provide you with contracts. That's why they have this guarantee. They're being very transparent. They even have their IRS forms right on the website that you can download and check out. They're filed with the state of California. So again, they're being as transparent as they possibly can. So, because of that and the owners being doxxed, I think that this one can run for quite a bit, but we'll see. Again, if you want to check out Bonanza, I will leave a link down below. Let's talk about TT Global, guys. This is another platform that's just doing its thing. If you want to have one position here, you'll earn 7% a month. If you build out the multiple positions, which I have, obviously you can tell by my username, I have 4 positions, 1, 2, 3, and 4. I'm getting 12.5% a month. But again, this is another platform that's in the background just doing its thing. This is another one that I think can be here for a while, right? Their roadmap, goes out for a couple of years. They have a CEO, a CTO. They have a physical office, physical locations. They have mining locations where they have their teams coming in South Korea. You can check that out. Again, they're being as transparent as they can. Here is the dashboard. So here you have your deposit right here. This is one of my accounts, right? Here's your withdrawable amounts. You can go ahead and withdraw that. It does take a couple of hours. I usually give it about 24 hours for the withdrawal to come. But here's the other thing I wanted to show you real quick. Let me look for it. I think it's in the ROI. Yeah. So if you go here and you click ROI, it takes you over here to the shows you every day what the return has been for the last couple of months. Let me see here if I go back. There you go. So every day you can see here, boom. Now again, this if you add up this 0.2299, 0.229, 0.2298, you add all this up, it's about 7%. If you have the 4 position structure, you're getting 12.5% because of the matching bonuses. Anyway, you can check out the overview if you want to get all the details on that. But this one here, our team is growing. I think this one here is another one that'll be here for a bit. But again, that's just me. All right, let's talk about Rex. Rex is doing its thing. Right now, the price of Rex is way, way down. But again, if you're worried about price, then you're probably not too happy. If you're thinking that this can, this is a project. If you're thinking 6 months, 12 months down the road with this project, which is what I'm doing because I have a lot of stakes that go down 6 or 12 months. I'm not really worried about the price. I'm just worried about accumulation. I'm trying to accumulate as many tokens as I can. Of course, you know, do I want the price to go up and be up? Of course, but that's not the market we're in right now. So I don't worry about that. But yeah, Rex is still doing its thing. Auctions have been pretty low. Now's the time to get into the auction because the auctions have been pretty low. You can snag up a bunch of tokens and you know, stake them out. Make sure you stake them out for more than 222 days. That way you are qualified for big payday. Okay. But Rex doing its thing. Let me talk about. There's only 3 more platforms here, guys. And I'm gonna wrap it up. This video has gone on way too long. Win Binary, they did their fair launch last Monday. What can I say? I mean, you know, it wasn't the best launch. I'll just say that. And the price of the token has dropped quite significantly from the price we got it during the private sale. But you know, I'm going to give them a chance. I'm going to let things play out and see what happens because they do have their sports betting site up. Now it's just the beta version, okay? It's just the beta version, so it's not, you know, it's not really live yet, but you can actually play around with it. Again, it's the beta version of their sports betting site. So they have this up already. We'll see what happens here with the price of the token. Good news for you guys who didn't get in on the private sale is now you can snag up tokens for a very, very low cost. And then if this project does take off, right, you know, you would have come out, you know, on the other end of it, you know, much better off than had you gotten in on the private sale. So yeah, we'll give you more updates on this moving forward. You know, I wish the launch was better, but it is what it is. That's how these launches work. I'm not going to sweat it, and I'm going to give them a little. You know, I'm going to give them an opportunity to get it together, and then we'll see if we can make some passive income with them. EasyBot, real quick. This one here, I did an update video yesterday. You can check it out. Um, Again, I'm gonna tweak my strategy with this because I think if I tweak the pairs that I'm in and open up a couple more bots because I have the ability to do that, I think I can definitely, you know, get to that 10 to 12% a month range. And if the market starts booming, I think this can be a 15 to 20% a month bot, which is what people were getting when the market was booming, except for we went through a bear market. So yeah, I think this one here, you know, has the potential to be around for a while because again, they're not taking your money. We're not giving our money to EasyBot. We're keeping it in our trading account, and they're simply, you know, they're trading it for us using this bot. The AP we connect the API, and the bot doesn't have the ability to withdraw any funds from our trading account. All it does is has the ability to trade for us. Okay, it can't withdraw, only trade. So here's the video, guys, that I wanted to show you guys. A lot of you guys have been saying, well, can you do a tutorial video? How do you set up the bot? I didn't do one only because there's one already done. Like if you go to your back office, if you click right here, um, you click right here. Here's the tutorial video. Okay, here there's almost a 5-minute video on choosing your package, right? So you're going to choose your package. They have a free version if you want to test it out. And then you choose your exchange, right? They only have 2 exchanges. They have KuCoin and Binance. Okay. Now, obviously, they have Binance and then Binance US. So figure out which one of these bots you want to use. If you use Binance, right? Here's the setup videos. Binance is a little bit more detailed, so there's a lot more setup videos. But these videos are, you know, they're professionally done. They're very well easy to understand. You could just follow along and set everything up. If you are using KuCoin, it's actually a much simpler process because instead of all those videos, you have one video. It's one 9-minute video that sets everything up. You watch this video through, follow the steps, and you're all set up. It's pretty simple. And then if you want a PDF to follow along with, which you don't even need it. I didn't download this. I just watched the video and set everything up. They do provide a PDF. So everything's here for you in the back office. You can just simply set this up and you're good to go and let the bot run for you. Okay. So again, KuCoin is what I'm using because I can't use Binance in my neck of the woods. I can't even use Binance US in my neck of the woods. So KuCoin was my only choice. But if you want to use Binance, if you already have a Binance account or a Binance US account, then use them. No big deal. Okay. So that's pretty much about it. Oh, one last thing, guys. This right here, this is not a crypto platform. It's also not a passive platform, but some of you guys have been asking me of other projects that I'm in outside of crypto. You guys may or may not know, I've been stacking silver, precious metals, gold for years and years and years. I've actually been with Quicksilver for quite a while. This platform here is booming up. It's exploding at the moment. Lots of momentum right now. Matter of fact, let me show you here. Let me show you the size of my team. Now I have multiple positions in this company because it's a binary. So I right out of the gate when there's a binary, I try to open up 3 positions. This is just one of my positions right here. There's 6,159 people on this one account right here. So the team is definitely blowing up. And a little bit of alpha here. I'm not really supposed to say this, but over the next couple of weeks, they're relaunching and enhancing their compensation plan. So the compensation plan is about to get even more crazy, right? We're probably going to double or triple our income for doing the same thing. And we get to stack gold and silver. So, it's a win-win. Anyway, if you want to check this out, I will leave a link down below. If not, no worries. But that's pretty much about it, guys. Um, yeah, lots of great stuff happening in the space. Follow me on Telegram. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Again, as always, do your own research. Risk capital only. I know this was a long one, but there was a lot to go into, and it's we covered everything here. I'll probably do these longer group update videos maybe just once a week, and then throughout the week I'll do standalone videos for each platform. At least that's what I'm thinking. But we'll see how it goes. All right, guys, I'll catch you on the next video, guys. Peace.